And I'm sure you guys are yelling at your screen. James, put a white vignette around it. Obviously, that's the next step. Add flowers. Take it into Photoshop. Add flowers around the edge. And I think that's a horrible idea. Hi friends, I hope you're having a lovely day today. Before we get into Lightroom, I just want to talk about what I think the best way is to make a friend. I think friends are important, you know? And I over the years, I've learned that what really works is to cause somebody emotional trauma and then be the one to fix the emotional trauma. Now, if they're going through emotional trauma already, then you're set. You know, you're good to go. But if they aren't, you can't make that happen without making that happen. If that makes sense. I think you guys know where I'm going with this. I think you need to tell somebody something horrible about themselves. So, you're adopted, and then when they break down into tears and sadness, you know, and you feel that emotion from them, you then come in and help them work through that. And boom, you have a friend. Today we're going to edit this photo. This is a photo I shot in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina on my vacation a couple years ago. Last year? It might have been last year. And I thought it was a great photo to edit. It was a lovely portrait. I love the lighting. It was inside a Starbucks. And we're going to jump in today, and we're going to see if we can bring some value out of this edit. Let's jump in, shall we? Okay, friends, we are here in Lightroom. I lied to you guys. I do not want to edit this photo. I actually want to edit this photo. This is what I want to do today. As you may have noticed, I got rid of the slider right there, and I'm excited about this. I think it really helps out as per request. Thank you for improving my videos, good sir. Very nice. Okay, so let's just jump in and start this edit and see what we can do here. Let's see what we can see what kind of glory we can pull from this. Glory, Jesus! Woo! Okay. We're gonna start with pulling. Nope, just kidding. We're gonna start with enabling profile corrections because there's a bit of a vignette. I shot this with a 50mm, so I'm gonna get rid of a little bit of that vignette that it does give, even though it is a full frame lens. Great lens, but I do like to get rid of just a little bit of that weirdness. So get a nice flat image to start with. So we're going to drop the exposure down just a tad. Then we're going to switch the white balance to auto. Just feel that out just a little bit. Let's see. And then I'm going to adjust it per, you know, what's interesting. And as always, this is rather freeform. Whenever I share things, I actually use my presets. But we're going freeform today. For the sake of learning. For the sake of education. Because I love you guys. Okay, let's see. Oh, alright, let's bring up some... And this is a good way for me to be creative, too, in my editing. Because I'm creating the same image... color-wise over and over to some extent. Now, I mean, there's a lot of creativity there. I'm not saying that it's you know, I'm a robot, but it's fun to kind of break out and kind of do this in a different way and start from scratch. And you guys get to kind of come along that with thou, and you know, we learn together. We grow together. So I'm gonna pull curves and the highlights up right there. Pulled the whites down a little bit to crush. Pulled this up to fade as per usual. Put one right there. Just 'cause I like it. It's pretty. Okay. Punch it up just a tad. Nah, that's good. That's good. Okay. Nothing too crazy. Can't get too careless here. That's how people lose their lives. Pull the saturation back just a bit. We're going to bring this, let's go all the way to 31. I like to hang out at 31. Now it looks a little desaturated right now, but I'm going to see if I can affect change upon that. Also, grain. Let's go down to the grain. 20 and 50, my favorite spot to put it. So 50 for the size, 20 for the amount. And then let's see, we're going to drop this down. This was like I said, this was in a Starbucks, and I love taking photos in coffee shops. I think they're amazing places to take a good photo because you have people kind of sitting there just doing their thing. I enjoy capturing people who are engaging in some activity. To me, that a lot of times that's more interesting than a portrait. But that's that's my personal style. My friend Will, king of posing people beautifully on the streets and taking pictures of their lovely style. And that's awesome too. Let's push up the contrast a little bit. Now what I don't like is this feels a bit yellow. It's not a bad thing. I don't know, maybe I do like it. Let's just feel it. Let's feel it. Alright, could we go a little more pink in the tint here? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe not thou. Maybe let's go this way. Ooh. I don't know, I kind of like the yellow. It actually does. Yeah, okay. I think I like that a little bit. Now, what can we do here? Let's get fun. I do want to tone back some of the vibrance of these pinks and yeah, just pinks and magentas there. I don't like for a certain color to punch through too much. I want it to kind of fade into the image to some extent, because I think film does that well, where, a color can pop, right? You want the color to pop, but I find that it's really nice when you can, sometimes when you're working with the contrast and all of that stuff, you're making all these changes, some colors can become very overbearing for my eye, so that feels a little better. Let's see if we can pull something out here. Okay. Oh, see, we're toning it back. That's kind of fun. Don't want to go. The lighting, I really do enjoy the lighting. So this is a very versatile image. I feel like you can go a lot of different ways with this. Just like marriage. I don't know what that means. Okay. I kind of like it doing that, but at the same time, I kind of like it doing that because that brings her out more. Let's go this way. Let's stay right there. What happens when I do this? Oh, it's just the bracelets. That's the bracelet slider. I wish we always had a bracelet slider. Okay, ooh. Perfect. She now has a horrible, horrible sunburn. We're at the beach, so that's fitting. Okay, so I like this because this is bringing her out a little bit and making the background a bit subtle. Let's see. Want to play with some split toning? Let's have some fun with some split toning. I like to play with blue shadows, so we're going to pull the balance over here so that the highlights are technically more prominent, and the shadows, it's only affecting the very shadows as opposed to the entire image, right? So we're shadows, entire image. So we just want to affect the shadows here. So let's bring this up. I like to hang out right between 198, 200, something like that. That's a good blue color for me. And we're going for a bit of a different look today, and I don't mind that. Pull that. No, maybe. Ooh, I wonder if we can get some more pinkishness in there. Maybe. No. No, James. Whoa. Who gave you authority to do such a thing? 199. Okay, so none in the highlights. We're not going to do any highlight split toning. Very good. The lighting's nice just because it kind of has this nice gradient from very bright on the left side to very dark on the right side. I think that's very nice. Very pleasurable. Okay, I'm feeling good about this. I like this. I like what's going on here. What can we do with these sliders? I'm enjoying what's going on here. I wonder, ooh, vibrance. Let's bring that up a little bit. What's that doing? Maybe not. Clarity, I'm very sparing with clarity, if any at all. That's just my personal preference. I think clarity is a great thing, though. Okay, what about these blacks? Can we shadow those a little bit? What happens when I do this? This is feeling right, guys. I really am not liking this. So, jeez. Tough. I like it. I really do. But I'm trying to figure out if there's something else I want to do to it. And I'm sure you guys are yelling at your screen. James, put a white vignette around it. Obviously, that's the next step. Add flowers. Take it into Photoshop. Add flowers around the edge. And I think that's a horrible idea. Okay. So I'm going to lean back at this point, kind of feel it out from a distance. This is a very large image on my screen since we dropped this down. I like it. I think it's got almost a bit of a cinematic kind of flair to it, and I love to make anything cinematic. You wanna surprise me on Christmas? Give me cinematic. You know. I feel good about that, guys. I think it's really nice. I like it. I like it. It's got a nice mood to it. Great. Okay. Very good. That's it. I hope that was inspiring and valuable to you. I hope that maybe you learned something today that you didn't know, or maybe you were confirmed on something that you thought you knew, but you didn't know if you knew it, you know? If you are a lurker, meaning you watch these videos, you consume this amazing content, I mean, when I watch my videos back, I'm in tears by the end of them because of just the rich, brilliant, life-changing content that spews forth from my loins. If you're a lurker, comment, say hello, and I'm going to comment back. I'm going to say hello to you. And if you say something else, I'm going to say something else. Doesn't that sound great? Okay. Hey, I hope you guys have a lovely day. I hope you go create some beautiful work. And yeah, see ya.